Hi everyone, welcome to the third episode of Conversations with Attorney JV. I am your host, Attorney JV Salud, and join me in this series of conversations that we're gonna have with the fashion industries and pageantry's most prominent personalities. I am so excited to bring to you everyone tonight our third episode with our very special guest. This lady I've been a fan of even before I was a trainer for Aces and Queens, and I'm so excited to have her as my third guest ever. So before we go into the show, please watch this. And there we have it, our very special guest for tonight, the Binibining Pilipinas candidate from the beautiful province of Masbate, Miss Hannah Constantino Arnold. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Attorney JV. Hi, everyone watching. Oh my gosh, I love that video.
I know it's. I've been experimenting some video editing skills, and I think I've succeeded. How are you, Hannah? How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Oh my gosh, pageant season is here, especially with Samantha competing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm in a
I
pumped up
know.
mood right now.
Did you watch the preliminary competition last night?
Yes, oh my gosh. I didn't realize it was evening gown and swimsuit. I thought the swimsuit the other day was already counted. So, oh my gosh, wow. They're so good, especially Samantha. So, praying tomorrow night she'll bring home the first golden crown.
I
Yay.
know. And actually, that's the reason why we moved our Conversations episode to Friday today to give way, obviously, because I really want to watch as well
Yes.
Samantha win the first ever MGI crown for the Philippines. So we're all rooting for you, Samantha. So, Hannah, how have you been? I know you've only been in the Philippines for a couple of weeks. How has it been for you?
Yes, oh my gosh. Well, time has flown by really quickly. I've already been back for 1 month. But half of it I was in quarantine, which I appreciate. I felt very safe and looked after. But I'm so happy to be back with friends, family. Of course, I did have to say goodbye to my parents and my ate in Australia, but I'm so grateful to be back because I really feel like this is my home and where I want to be and need to be right now. So yeah, it's good. It's very hot.
I love
But
that.
I'm enjoying it.
I love that. And
Yeah.
we'll say hi to some of your fans here. We have Elaine. Wait, let me pull them up. Okay, wait, let's start
Okay.
with Arvin.
Oh, Arvin. Hi, Arvin. I was messaging him just before. He's like my Hanabi's photographer. Like you'll see him at every event. He's always there.
Hello, Arvin. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tell your friends too that we have a live tonight. Share our live stream and to your friends so that we'll have more fun conversations tonight. We also have Elaine Budiongan.
Hi, Elaine. Thank you for watching.
Yes. And we also have
Oh, wow. A future
Jazz.
queen. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello, Jasmine. We also have Mark Angel Aquino Andaya. Hello. We
Hi,
also
Mark
have,
Angel. Good evening.
yes, we have Elaine. And oh, well, she wanted the shout out.
Hi, Elaine.
There.
Yay.
So if you have any questions, just type it on the chat tonight and we'll try to answer as much as possible. Again, share the live stream to your friends so that we can have more fun tonight. So, Hannah, Are you ready for our
Yes.
conversation tonight? And
Yes, of course.
I don't know if you've already seen the past two episodes, but we've patterned our show obviously after a beauty pageant. So we have four rounds of competition. All right. And our
Okay.
first round of competition, we will start right now. Okay? So our
Wow.
first round
Okay.
of competition is the opening statement. All right. So Hannah, you have the floor. Go for it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First of all, good evening and thank you for watching. I am Hannah Constantino Arnold, your Vini Vining Filipinas candidate representing Masbate in this edition of 2020-2021. So, I guess I would like to introduce myself a little bit more and a little bit more about my advocacy. So, my parents always instilled in me a very important lesson and value, which was to always give to others. Give and you will truly receive. For my 18th birthday, they took me to an orphanage here in the Philippines so that I could appreciate everything that I had as a child and be that person to give back to the future generations, the future children. And with this, I began my advocacy called Books of Tomorrow. And last year, I was able to build my first library in Barangay Minyo in Masbate. And this is because my parents showed me that by giving books and, giving a smile, giving a helping hand and school supplies to the future generations, they will feel appreciated, loved and inspired to continue their education. And so, with this library and these books, I'm hoping that these children will follow their dreams. And, like I always say, with a book, a child can learn to read today, and with a pencil, they will write their own future tomorrow. Thank you.
My gosh, that was so beautiful, Hannah. I love the last statement, what we call the impact statement in ACES Q&A training. I love that. I didn't know that about you, that you were so passionate about education. That's something that I'm learning about you tonight. What made you so passionate about education? I heard, your parents' role in this, but what made you really passionate about it?
Well, I'm very blessed. I'm a dual citizen, so I did grow up outside of the Philippines, and it wasn't something that I had to think about too much. Education was always there for me. It was easy to access, and I had, all the supplies and everything. But then my mum would always tell me the stories of when she was growing up. And for her and her siblings, she has quite a big family, and they would have to walk very far. They would have to, share the school supplies, and it just really inspired my older sister and I, my ate, that we are so blessed, and if we're able to afford a few things, maybe just by not having a coffee today or something, we can put some spare cash away and we can donate that to these children because they truly deserve it. Education is such a powerful tool that can open so many doors for us, and especially with a book you can go on so many adventures, especially during this pandemic. If we can't physically go outside, with reading books you can explore, and maybe within these books you'll decide what you want to be when you're older. Yeah, maybe you'll be like a forensic science student like me, or or you'll be an attorney or anything. It's all in the power of the books and that. So yeah, I was just really inspired by my mom's story.
I love, I absolutely love that, Han. I'm a big fan of education also. You know that I'm an educator myself, and that's why I train beauty queens, because I feel like I can use my mentoring skills to help you girls, find your voice and become influencers. I always say that I want to be an influencer of influencers, and that's why education is so important. And even the love of books, the actual physical book, that's so different, right, than reading it online. I think Hannah is having, yeah, I think Hannah's having internet. Okay, there, you're back. All right, Hannah,
Sorry.
thank you for that opening
Yes.
statement. And now we will go to the next part. Okay, which is I'll show you three pictures. Well, four pictures, but one. So just talk about this
Okay.
picture. Tell me what this picture means to you. Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Um, so for those of you who know me, obviously you know that you can probably hear it in my accent. I do have Australian blood also, and what's really special about these pictures that Attorney has chosen is that the one on the left was taken here in the Philippines, but the picture on the right was taken in Australia. And I think with the left one, I think I was about 1 years old there. Ever since I was 6 months old, my 6 months old, I've been visiting the Philippines, and I was baptized in Masbate. So this picture was actually taken in Masbate, and I love finding all these old pictures because it really makes me happy that my parents allowed me to grow up surrounded by the Filipino culture, even though I was mainly based in Australia. And with the picture on the right, I just remember that haircut because in all the pictures where I'm 2 years old, I have this little bob thing. I don't know if I'm happy or scared there to be with Santa. Also, I don't know where my Atty was because she wasn't in that picture. I don't know what happened, but usually our Christmas pictures are together. Maybe she wasn't on Santa's good list, so she wasn't there that time. But yeah, I really love these pictures. Again, I love that my whole life I've been, experiencing both Filipino and Australian culture. And yeah, I'm really happy that you chose these ones. It's so cute to reflect and see how far I've come now that I'm 25. I obviously still have a lot more to learn, but I do like taking a moment to reflect and yeah, seeing those times.
I actually didn't know that when I chose those two pictures. I only chose them because remember last year when we asked for your baby photos to post on the ACES
Oh, yes.
IG. So had to scour through my entire picture list just to see the pictures. I didn't even know that it was taken in one in the Philippines and another one in Australia. I love that sentimentality. I like looking back in with those pictures. My parents also took a ton of pictures of me when I was young. We have like 25 albums just between the ages of 1 and 7. So it's such a Filipino thing, isn't it? Is that
Yes.
is that a
Oh,
thing for you and
mhm.
your mom also?
Yes, well, it's quite sad actually because most of the pictures we have in the photo albums, my mum was the one always taking them, so we don't have many with her in them. So when I did go back to be with my parents last year, I took so many. Like, if my mum was cooking, I wanted to like video her. If my dad was just watching Netflix, I was the one taking all of their pictures, all the candid ones. And yeah, hopefully I can develop them because I feel like when you actually print them and have them in a photo album, it's even more special.
I absolutely agree. All right. Thanks for that, Han. Thanks for sharing a little bit of
It's
yourself
okay.
with us. And now, the second part is this one. So, Hannah, this is a picture of you last year. You've been
Yes.
competing in Binibini for a year, perhaps the longest passing journey ever. So, what can you say?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this picture. Again, you're doing very well with choosing these. So, this day in particular was so fun. It was quite a relaxed day. And of course, people think when you join pageantry for the second time, it's going to be harder. But last year, when we started again and I got to represent Masbate again, I felt like it was where I really needed to be. And I'm so happy to be surrounded by such beautiful candidates, hearing all of their stories, their advocacies, learning all about these provinces also, because I haven't been all around the Philippines. So for the second year, I feel like I'm taking in a lot more. I'm learning so much more from the girls. And even during this pandemic, we've kept in touch. We've had online workshops, we've learned more about each other. And I feel like, yeah, even though it has been the longest time as a candidate. I'm not angry about it. I'm quite grateful. I feel like it's something that will be remembered for a long time, and I hope people appreciate what we have to offer. And yeah, I'm happy to be a voice for the Masbateños and all of the Filipino pageant fans.
Yeah. You know, Hannah, I've always been a fan of yours, even in your first journey. And I'm so happy. I'm really happy that you're part of Aces and Queens right now. What can you say, without divulging too much and sharing some of our
Mhm.
secrets publicly? But how has been in Aces and Queens? How has it helped you become better prepared, become a better queen in preparation for Binibining Pilipinas?
Well, with Aces and Queens, there's actually so many components of it. You know, people just think, oh, all there is the walk and that's it. But oh my gosh, all of our trainers, we have walk, we have Q&A with you and Callie, and then we have personality development, hair and makeup, styling. There's so many lessons. And before I was an independent candidate, I really enjoyed that also, but this time being surrounded with the other girls, again, you get to like uplift each other, and then they might mention something that you didn't think about, and it's not like you're taking their answer or something. You're really learning from each other and making it your own. And I like what we do. We comment on each other and say what we liked about it, how else they could improve, and I feel like that is definitely needed. And especially this month, Women's Month, all of our Q&A training, I love that. We've been so empowering of each other, and that's what I really appreciate about Aces and Queens. So very grateful to be one of them.
Yes, I think Hannah's just having. I love what Hannah said about how beauty queens polishes each other's crowns, right? It's
Yes. Yes.
being in a team, being in a group. That does not mean that you're wanting to up the other ladies. It's just you're helping each other get to the crown. There might be only one being Philippines International crown, but it doesn't mean that the girls are pulling themselves out. In fact, I've seen it. It's like a family for all of you. You've been so wonderful to each other, helping each other, giving each other feedback, and so generous with it. And you're absolutely right. I think that's one of the key things about being in Aces and Queens is that we're truly a family, and we treat
Yes,
each other
definitely.
with love and respect. Oh, I love that. Thanks for that, Hannah. But maybe a lot of people are asking. So Hannah, you wore that green
Mhm.
gown last year. I mean, not last year, but the last
Yes,
time you competed.
2019. Yes.
Do we know who's designing your gown for Binibini this year?
Yes. I think a lot of people have guessed it or are aware of it. So for this year, my designer is Leo Amadal, and he's also from Masbate. So I'm so excited to showcase his work. I've modeled for him in bridal shows and photo shoots, and I truly feel like a queen in his gown. So I'm so blessed and honored that I get to wear him this year.
Yes, that's so exciting. Leo is one of the most fabulous, brilliant designers in the Philippines. Some of the most amazing gown worn on any pageant stage has been his, and my favorite in particular was the one that Janisel wore in Miss
Oh, yes.
International. That white gown. My gosh, when I saw that, I was like, it was breathtaking, literally breathtaking for me. So I'm super excited to see what amazing work he has in store for you. Well, let's not disclose the color. Let's not disclose anything else. I think that's more than enough to whet the appetite of the people who are waiting to see what you wear on that Pinipining Pilipinas stage. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Next, Hannah. Okay.
Okay.
This one. Aw.
Oh, Isabelli. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows who this girl is. It's Maria Isabella Galleria of Sorsogon. So we both joined Bini Bining Filipinas together in 2019. and it was quite a funny how we met. So in 2019, I was an independent candidate, and Isabella was with Aces and Queens. So I think on our third day, I was still getting to know everyone. Everyone was already friends from their training, but I really didn't know anyone. So on the third day, I was really surprised. Isabella messaged me on Instagram, and she asked, "What's our call time tomorrow?" And I was a bit shocked. I was like, "Oh, she knows who I am. Like, I haven't spoken to her in person." And I told her the call time, and we asked each other if we would arrive with makeup, because we actually weren't supposed to that day. We were going to have our makeup done in Araneta, but we both agreed that we would show up together with makeup. However, I was running a little late because my mum was leaving that day, so I wanted a little bit more time with her. And then when I arrived, Isabella said she actually got in trouble for arriving with makeup. So I felt so bad that I told her to arrive with it. So to make it up to her, I gave her a packet of fake eyelashes. I said, "You can have these and you can borrow them." And then from that moment, we were just joined at the hip for every single event. We were sitting next to each other. We both lived in the Manhattan condominium, so we were actually right across from each other. So we would arrive together. If we were late, if one of us was running late, we'd arrive late with the other person. We would eat together. And then after the pageant, we ended up modeling together. We've had like week-long sleepovers together. We've traveled the Philippines together. I am so grateful for her, and I still laugh about how the friendship started, but I'm so grateful. So now it's been 2 years of our friendship, and during the pandemic, we video called every single day, and this truly helped me get through so much. You know, there were days where I wanted to rant, or days where I was so happy about something, and having Isabella there to just go to and message, and it could just be about anything or nothing at all. It was just so wonderful having a friend like that. Isabella, Karina, and Pat in Bini Bini also. There are two other friends that I have spoken to every single day, and I'm so grateful for them too. So, yeah, pageantry really brings you like friends for life. I really think that like one day if I get married, like all of these girls will be my bridesmaids.
Oh my gosh, still remember the first time I met the two of you, and I'm like, these two girls will be trouble in my class. Because you're right, you're like almost literally, attached at the
Yeah.
hip, and then
Yes,
you'd
yeah.
always be in the back, the two of you just speaking to each other. I'm like, oh my gosh, these will be the bane of my existence in ASUS Q&A training. But in
Yeah.
reality, and then when I got to meet and get to know the both of you talaga, both of you are so sweet. You know, Hannah, if you can see her during trainings and then in her interaction with the other girls, with the other mamas, she's the sweetest girl. And same with Isabella. You know, Isabella looks very fierce when she's on the catwalk. You know, she's this
Mhm.
other person, but in reality, it's so different when you're just talking to these two beautiful ladies individually.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. I think a few trainings in, we had to get separated, and we were sitting at opposite ends. Oh
I
my gosh.
intentionally did that.
Yeah. But I think we would still like lean back and we'd look at each other. Like, oh
I
my
know.
gosh. Yeah.
I-
Oh,
Is
she's the
she?
best.
I'm sure a lot of people are asking this question, because she didn't join or she was not able to
Mhm.
complete her Miss Universe Philippines journey, whether we would be seeing her on another pageant stage. Is she?
I'm honestly not sure. I do see, like, I obviously want her to, wear the Philippines sash, and I see her as a queen. But I'm not sure. Obviously, the decision is up to her. It's up to her, her mind, what she wants. But right now, she really is doing so well with modeling. So I'm so proud of her. Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Han. I know we didn't talk about this beforehand, but if you see what crown? Okay, let me put her back on the screen.
Okay.
What crown do you see on this beautiful woman's head?
Oh my gosh, of course, universe, nothing else. I've seen how much she's grown. And last year, obviously, God had different plans for her, but I truly believe she will make us so proud. She has like everything. Like she has the walk, the she's so good with her Q&A. She has the heart, and she really is so community oriented. She's a frontliner, she's a nurse. She oh my gosh, she's my idol. She's my girl crush. Like I truly do want to see her represent us in Miss Universe.
Oh, guess who's watching us right now?
Oh,
Hey,
hi Kuya Adam.
hi Adam. Thanks for watching, and also, oh my God, for the
Oh my
Philippines.
god. Hi Kuya Oyel. Yay. Thank
Do
you
we
for
really do we
watching.
really do we really call Oyel Kuya? No, no.
Yes. he
Love
said
you.
he said I'm he said I'm like the only one that does, but I just feel like that's what it is. Yeah.
No, we love Oyel. Oyel is a very good friend of all of the queens, all of the queens, but
Yes.
especially to us. He's been so an amazing representative of what a true pageant fan should be. Very positive and really uplifting for all of the girls. You never hear any negative comments from him. So good job, Oyel, and continue doing what you're doing for Philippine pageantry. All right. Okay. So Han, you
Yes,
you
thank
passed the opening statement and the
okay.
picture challenge really well. Now it's time to up the ante a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna show you on the screen, and now it's time.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sweating.
So we have now the term challenge. Okay, so we do this in our Q&A training in Aces and Queens. So that's a bit of an inside scoop into what we do in Aces. We do a
Mhm.
term challenge where we give the girls one word, and they have to speak about that word, whatever they want to say about that word, for 45 1 minute. So Han, I'm gonna give you 3 words today. All right, so you can speak about that, whatever you want to
Okay.
say about these topics. And we will begin with the first word. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. I love that. Okay, so your first word is free speech. Go for it.
Okay. Um, free speech or freedom of expression is a fundamental human right. We should be allowed to exchange ideas, give our opinions, and express our beliefs to an audience and feel like it's a safe space to do so. Your voice, it truly matters, and no one should tell you otherwise. However, if you are speaking against someone else, libelous comments or anything like that, please do double think about it, make sure it's not against anyone or going to upset them, but definitely use your platform online, in person, use it for good, and yeah, feel free to say what you want to, especially if it's to change the world for the better.
I love that you ended with that. Free speech definitely comes with a concomitant obligation to respect other people's rights. Libel is still a crime in the Philippines, everyone. So anything you post online that is libelous, if you impute try to damage someone else's reputation online, that is criminal libel, guys. So be careful what you post.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't be afraid to speak, especially if you're speaking the truth, especially if the intentions are correct, and especially if you do it responsibly. I love that. Oh my gosh, ready na si Hannah Arnold. Oh,
Oh my
ayan na naman yung laugh mo. But no, Hannah, that was really beautiful. That was a really beautiful sentence. Okay, so I think you're ready for the second word, and the
okay.
second term is Hold on. Immigration.
Okay. Um, Migration is one of the most Googled words. And I believe this is because people find that their dreams can be achieved and can come true in another country, and maybe they feel like the opportunities that they want are not yet here in the Philippines or wherever they come from. Um, I believe that we should respect their decision if they feel like they need to grow somewhere else, especially for someone who has a mum who did migrate. I understand their position. And I think what's most important is that we listen to them, their needs, what they feel will give them better opportunities here. And I think as a community and hopefully in the government, we can improve that here, and the Filipinos will hopefully love to stay and yeah, just enjoy being in the Philippines. But for now, I definitely understand where they're coming from.
I love that. Guys, is my sound better now? So a lot of people are saying that my volume is not doing so well. Is my mic volume better now, guys? All right, just comment on the chat. But Hannah, I love that. It was a perfectly balanced answer. You know, it's very realistic in terms of identifying the situation in the Philippines where some are really forced to find opportunities elsewhere. My brother, in fact, is in Canada right now, not here in the Philippines, and working there. And there are so many people in my family that actually work abroad. But there are also a lot of people in my family that are here in the Philippines and are trying to make a life out of the difficult situations that we might be having here. So I loved how balanced the answer was. Hannah, congratulations. Oh my
Thank
gosh!
you.
Kinikilig ako. Kinikilig ako kay Hannah Arnold. Good job. Good job,
Oh
baby
my
girl.
gosh.
Okay. Oh,
It's
Hannah,
all
okay.
it's all the training of yes, sorry. Go.
No, no, no. Go for it. Hannah, there's a question right here. Okay, it's not very difficult, so I'll pull it up right now. Let's answer it. Okay. So Empowered
Okay.
Woman PH asks, Hannah, swimsuit or evening gown? Good question.
Ooh. Me personally, I choose the evening gown. I feel like what I love about this is the music is always slow. So it really allows the candidate, not only in a women's beauty pageant, but the evening gown like round, the slow part, it really means that you get to appreciate the candidate. They really move slowly, they're posing, I feel like they're enjoying it. I definitely enjoy that part, just looking out into the audience, seeing my family and friends, because you really take your time. So I feel like this part is so important, not because we're looking at their like physical beauty, but it's like you're taking in the crowd, the atmosphere, and I love that. From my experience in Binibining Filipinas 2019, during that moment, it gave me time to look around and appreciate what was in front of me. Because with the swimsuit, it's quite quick, and then you're rushing off stage. So yeah, with the evening gown, it's beneficial for the candidate and hopefully for the audience to get to look at us for a little bit longer.
Absolutely, and I'm so excited. You know, guys, I do Q&A training, but I love attending the Pasarela training by Ian Mendahar also because I really, that's part of the beauty of pageantry. That's why I'm here. Because otherwise I could have done public speaking training to other people, but there's something about beauty pageants that's truly beautiful. I mean, duh, beauty pageants, but also something. It's like a sport. It's a beautiful, beautiful sport. Not a contact sport, but a sport nonetheless because you have to have, physical training also, mental training, and I think I have to agree with you. The evening gown competition is my favorite also.
Mhm,
All
yes, and of
right.
course we're also appreciating the the designers, because in swimsuit we're all in like the same material or same design. So at least with the evening gown, you do get to showcase so many talented local designers. Or when you're overseas, you get to represent the Philippines in oh, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, no, and now so many Filipino designers are actually designing for international pageant contestants. This year alone in Miss Grand International, I believe Louis designed for Miss Japan, and then there's another one, and obviously for Samantha. And I think Louis Pangilinan did an amazing job. Congratulations, Louis! I miss you. Louis is
Yes,
such an amazing designer, and we have
I
Michael Cinco.
agree.
Also, we have
Hmm.
Rhett Ayala. We have so many amazing designers in the Philippines, and you're right. It's the opportunity to not just showcase the girl, but also the beauty and the artistry of the Filipino designer. Love that. Perfect. Ready na mag-international siya. No. I'm learning. Ano, we're gonna learn Japanese already. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Oh my gosh. Yes, let's add that. Oh my gosh. I think that would be fun for all of us, because
Yeah.
everyone, I think, is deserving. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then our final word. Hannah, are you ready? Okay. Your final word
Okay.
is cyber bullying. Cyberbullying.
During this pandemic, we have been online for so many more hours a day, and we are exposed to so many more comments. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bullying and a lot of hate comments, because people they're so confident behind the keyboard. They're like keyboard warriors. And as a victim of cyberbullying myself, I don't think this should be tolerated at all. It is upsetting. It's not good, especially for younger children if they're online. It's so easy to access, and unfortunately it is hard to limit this. There's no real rules with it. So my message really is just to those that are out there, typing hateful things. Of course, like the previous word, there is free speech, but don't use it against other people. Think about how you would feel if someone said something hateful towards you, because I don't think you would feel too good about yourself.
Oh, another powerful answer. Another powerful answer. You're
Mm.
absolutely right. I think cyberbullying cuts close to home for beauty pageant contestants, right? For beauty queens, Pia, Catriona, Samantha right now have all experienced some form of bullying, body shaming, imperfect answers on the Miss Universe stage or in the Binibining Pilipinas stage, as if everyone is perfect. And I think that if we can exercise a little bit more empathy towards people, realizing that
Yes.
no one and nothing is perfect, I think we can have a more amazing world where negativity cannot grow and foster, and
Yeah.
everyone will have a smile on their faces. Diba? I love
Yes.
that. Okay, okay. This is a good question from the audience. I think we have an answer to this question already. So Danilo Quieres, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Danilo Quieres asks, "What crown are you eyeing for this BBP edition?"
Okay, so not only this Binibining Filipinas edition, but also previously, the crown that I truly feel fits me and that I would love to wear and represent the Philippines in is the Binibining Filipinas International crown. I know there's a lot of girls that are worthy of this, but I truly hope that this will be my year and I can, yeah, hopefully make us all proud.
I love that. Thank you for being so honest and authentic about your goal. And I really hate it when people are like, "Oh, any crown will do." It if you're going to compete, then you compete to win. You compete to target the most prestigious crown for that particular competition. Not that the other crowns are not important. That's not what we're saying. But if you have a
Yes.
goal, and you join a competition, then you aim for something. So thank you for that authenticity,
Yes.
Hannah. Really, really appreciate that. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is it. We are in the second to the final round of competition. And this one a little bit
Oh my
harder.
gosh.
A little bit harder, okay? So I hope you're
Okay.
ready for this, okay? So Hannah,
Okay.
we're now in
Hopefully
the
my internet stays strong for this one also.
So now we're in the Q&A round. Obviously, this will not be an attorney JV conversations without the Q&A round, all right? So I'll be asking you 3 questions, and I'll be
Mhm.
asking your question right
Okay.
now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So your first question is, should divorce be legalized in the Philippines? Should divorce be legalized in the Philippines? Go for it.
The Philippines is actually the last country to legalize divorce, and I think this speaks for itself already, that it is something that is important to be considered. I understand that here in the Philippines, family is such a big thing that we value, and being together is something that we don't want to end. But however, in a relationship, if the two people in it feel like they can no longer move forward together, that they're not able to grow or succeed as a couple, I think we should allow them to have that option, that decision, um, by themselves to decide if they will stay married or divorce. And if they feel like it will be healthier for their family, maybe they have children, then I think we should respect that and just leave it up to the couple, because really it should be up to them. So, yes, I do believe that divorce should be legalized here in the Philippines.
Agreed. I love that answer, Hannah. I don't know if it's partly because of your tone also. It's so convincing. The sweetness in the tone, but there's conviction. So you're still being true to who you are. You know, the sweet girl, the sweet lady from Masbate slash Australia, but very strong words about choice, about options, about it being perhaps the only option for the couple who are no longer in a happy, loving relationship, which could actually be damaging themselves and perhaps even their children. So I absolutely agree with you on that answer. All right, good. Okay, there are some questions here. Maybe we'll leave it up for later. There are really good
Okay.
questions, especially from
Okay.
Mark Andaya and Empowered PH, as well as Clarence Insignia. All right,
Wow. Oh,
so
thank you, everyone.
the next question is this. So, what is the relevance of beauty pageants in the time of the pandemic of COVID? I'll repeat the question, Han. What is the relevance of beauty pageants in the time of COVID?
Okay. Mm. Relevancy is how using a language that they understand. And beauty pageants is something that here in the Philippines we truly understand and love. And I'm so grateful for Binibining Filipinas for continuing during this pandemic, because it's brought so much hope to people in this time of uncertainty. As candidates, we're able to continue with our advocacies, our causes, and be voices on a greater scale. BPCI held fundraising campaigns and gave out foods and essential needs to those really in need of it. And beauty pageant fans and bloggers shared news and facts that we needed to survive. And so I am so grateful that I am here as a candidate during this time of COVID.
Another good answer, Han. Another really good answer. You know, even if beauty pageants are only there to serve as an entertainment for people, I think beauty pageants still deserve a place in society. You know, even if it's just an opportunity for people to escape the problems that they are facing, exacerbated by the pandemic.
Yes.
Who are we to take that away from the people who are amazing pageant fans? And you're also right, you know, even outside of that, the fact that you know the beauty pageant industry has committed so much money and effort into charitable work, into providing information to people, into bringing people together in this most difficult time. I think that collective effort by the community truly showcases how important beauty pageants are, even with the pandemic still raging on. So beautiful sentiment, Hannah, again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
somebody
thank
is just
you.
messaging somebody is messaging me on Instagram because this person has the hugest crush on you, and I'm like telling her, sorry, Hannah is dedicated to winning the crown. I will not introduce the two of you because you
Oh
know
my
we
god.
still need Hannah Arnold to win the crown and represent the Philippines. Okay. And well, speaking of that, I assume that you're single. Maybe that's a question to that a lot of people are waiting for. Is Hannah Arnold dating someone?
No, I am not. I am really focused on the crown, on my journey, on discovering more about myself. Not saying that there's anything wrong to have someone by your side, but I feel like this journey I need to complete on my own, and hopefully that someone will be there, soon and after. I just haven't met them yet.
All right, Hannah, this is a good question. It's a personality question. So, if you, with your indulgence, I know this is ano, but would you like to answer this one?
Okay, sure.
So it's a question from
Oh,
Clarence.
what do you?
Shout out to
Okay.
Batangas. Represent the mga Batanggenyo. The question is, what do you think is your greatest asset?
I believe my greatest asset is my ability to listen. Something quite funny about me is that I have two different shaped ears. One is like my mom's ear, and one is like my dad's. And growing up, I actually was able to hear so many things going on around, and everyone was kind of shocked that I would pick up on these conversations. And I've used that to my advantage now to really listen to someone, understand what they're saying first, and then see how I can help them. And especially during this pandemic, we need a lot more people to listen to each other. And yeah, I think that's my greatest asset.
Oh my gosh, see? We can throw any question at Miss Arnold and she will be able to answer. I love it. I love it. Okay. Hannah, well, this is a good question. I think this is very relevant. So if you can then indulge us and the audience, Hannah. Actually, it's from this. No, it's not from the same person. Okay. So Mark Angel Aquino Andaya
Okay.
asks, as a beauty queen, how will you encourage Filipino people to get inoculated, to get vaccinated with the COVID vaccines? So I'll repeat that. As a beauty queen, how will you encourage the Filipino people to get vaccinated with COVID vaccines?
Okay. Not only as a beauty queen, but as a science student, I truly believe that vaccines are something that we should have a little bit more hope in. History shows us that they have been successful in the past, and I know we are scared. I myself am a little frightened. However, if we really trust that this is a step in the right direction. At least it's something that can can possibly eradicate COVID, then I think we should trust in it. If you're scared and unsure, then I can come with you while you're getting vaccinated. I will stand with you. I'll hold your hand, and yeah, hopefully we can believe in this a little bit more, and hopefully the efficacy of herd community will prevail, and COVID will be gone.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud. Being in the pharmaceutical industry, we really need more voices like you, Hannah, who, are not vaccine deniers, who doubt the efficacy of vaccines. I love that you put some historical context to it also, di ba? I mean, we've had the polio vaccine for so long, the measles vaccine, and all of these vaccines have definitely worked to prevent the most serious effects of these viruses on people, and having just a little bit of hope on the vaccines and improving herd immunity. You even used herd immunity. I'm getting goosebumps here. My gosh, that was such an amazing answer, and I hope people, the people who are watching this, trust the vaccines. If you have if you're a frontliner, get it now. And let's focus on getting the frontliners first, and then those that are most vulnerable. But eventually, when it's our time to get the vaccines, please get vaccinated. Thank you for that,
Yes.
Hannah. We needed that message.
No, that's okay. Thank you, Mark, for the question.
Love. O, di ba? Kinilig si Mark. Kinilig si Mark. Oh, sabi ni Mark, yes, herd immunity. Yes, Mark. Oh my gosh. Aren't you proud of our girl from Masbate? Oh my gosh. Okay, Han. And we're down to our last question. Okay? This is the
Oh
most
my gosh.
difficult.
Okay.
Okay. So our last question is, why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas International? I'll repeat the question, okay? Why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas International? Go for it.
I would love to be, and I believe that I deserve to be the next Binibining Filipinas International, because I have a heart as white and pure as a pearl, and I wear a sash of responsibility and compassion across my heart, just like previous beauty queens have also had and continue to give to the community. I believe that I can be that next inspiration and role model in Miss International. So I really hope to bring the Philippines pride, and yes, I truly hope and pray that I can be your next Binibining Filipinas International.
Oh my God. Hannah, this is what I got from that. I super wait, nawala yung nawala yung text ko. Where is it? Oh my gosh, wait. I'll bring you back there. No, my Siri. Sorry, Siri. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Hannah, this is so beautiful.
Yes.
My
Well, of
God.
course, we're
Hold on,
the
I
pearl
lost
of
my
the
volume.
Orient, and of course,
I
on
can't
the
hear
Miss
you right
International.
now. Apologies,
Oh.
this is a live stream.
Oh no.
Just
on
for the
the
technical
Miss International.
Oh no.
Oh
Ayan, I
no.
can hear you now. But I love that heart as white and pure as a pearl. Oh my gosh! Ang ganda. Ikaw ha, prepared ka for this answer. Talagang meron pang reference to the white Mikimoto crown.
Yes, of course. Well, I really admired this pageant for a very long time, and so yeah, I really hope that this will be my year. So I'll see you all at coronation.
No more no more laughing after your answer.
Yeah.
No more like that.
Oh my gee. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If you guys don't know, I always make fun of Hannah during our trainings. I'm like, Hannah, don't laugh like that.
Okay. Whew.
No, but oh my gosh, Han, you've grown so much talaga from the time that I first met you. There's so much more passion there. There's so much more conviction in the way you answer, and I'm so proud of what you've accomplished in the past year. It's been a difficult year, and yet the growth, my gosh, has been so exponential. I'm really happy that you're part of Aces and Queens.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, emotional. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and thank you to everyone watching. I can't see, but I'll have a look after to see who was watching. So, thank you.
So, what do you call this? Well, I just want to read a bit of this comment so that, we just want to appreciate everyone who's watching here, is giving comments. Nico de la Cruz says, her answer has a story and that's what makes it more meaningful. I love that. Personalizing the answer, Hannah. That was a really good way of answering most of the questions actually tonight. So, really good job there.
Thank you.
And then, Clarence from Batangas says, amazing queen.
Thank you.
And then, well, obviously, Mark and I was very excited. Galing, very public health. Pinasukan ng herd immunity. O, diba? So, you heard it first. You heard, the first queen you heard say herd immunity was in conversations with Atty. And then Lana Angelica de los Santos says, crown her already. Oh,
Oh, thank you.
I wish there was merong what do you call this? May audience during the pageant. Do you have any idea? I know, but for the sake of the people watching, sure na ba yung June 6 for the pageant?
Actually, we're not 100% sure yet. I think, of course, the history of Bini Bining Filipinas is having the crowd, our families, our friends, our fans there, and I think that's what Madam Stella is hoping to continue. So, of course, we'll have to see if it's safe. Otherwise, virtually, I think it will be just as fun. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, we don't have any updates yet, but hopefully we can let you know soon.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people kasi have been waiting. Diba? A lot of people are so excited. Binibining Pilipinas is still the oldest beauty pageant in the Philippines, and I'm a huge fan of Binibining Pilipinas ever since. So hopefully we get to see the girls live on stage. But if not, because of the COVID situation, then we fully understand, because safety and security of everyone involved is number one priority. That's absolutely the
Yes.
number one priority. Okay, Hannah. Oh my gosh, I wish we could. I really want to talk to you more. But we'll. Yes. Oh, we have we have Hallie here also.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
For everyone's
See you.
information,
Yes.
Callie is also one of our Q&A trainers for Aces and Queens. Callie
Yes.
generously accepted my invitation to help me train the girls. Originally it was just me replacing Attorney Nad Bronze, but Callie has been an amazing addition to the team.
Yes, and she's a future candidate, hopefully. Please.
Oh my
Please,
God,
Callie.
you're putting pressure on her. But Attorney JT is also here. Hi, JT.
Oh, hi, Attorney JT.
JT is also one of our.
The whole family's here.
The whole Q&A family is here. Oh, and one of our bunso, our baby girl is here also.
Hi, good luck. Oh my gosh, future queen here.
Yes, for everyone, Tatiana is joining Miss World Philippines. Ay, hindi pa yata fully announced yung mga candidates. Ito na naman ako. But Tatiana is hoping to run, is running for Miss World Philippines. So, yun. Okay,
Yes.
Han, we're up to the end of our show for tonight. But obviously, It will not end
Oh.
with the final statement. Okay, so that's your ano na ha. That's your answer na. If this is asked of you in the Binibining Pilipinas stage, you have to say the my heart is as pure and white as a pearl. Oh my gosh, that's yours now. Okay, so Han,
Okay.
we're now down to the final look and the final word. So, for posterity's sake, I usually have a final look. So you pose. I'll take a picture of the screen. Okay.
Okay.
So your fiercest pose. Okay. Eto na naman tayo. Oh no. Why did it?
Oh my god.
Okay. So final look and final word. Okay. One, two,
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, so Han, your final word, anything you want to say to all of your fans who are watching, who may be watching the live right now, or who are watching on YouTube after we post this on YouTube? Any final words to anyone?
Yes, oh my gosh, to all of my Hanabees, thank you so much for still supporting me. It's been, yeah, over a year now for this candidacy, so I appreciate it so much that you guys are still there. To everyone watching, thank you for giving up your Friday night to tune in with us. I hope you're at home and you're safe. And just sending virtual hugs for now. I hope I'll see you all at a Binibining Filipinas event very soon. And I really appreciate that, you know, you're spreading so much positivity right now. So continue to uplift us candidates, especially Atty Samantha overseas. So yeah, just thank you. Really, if it wasn't for you pageant fans, pageantry would not be the same. So thank you guys so much. I love you all.
Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, Han. So beautiful. Han, okay, I'll take another picture now with both of us. Okay, so
Yay! Okay.
1, 2, 3. Another. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. 1, 2. Hold on, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh my
I actually,
gosh.
I actually don't know where to look. The whole time I was looking like at myself down in the corner, and like, there's so many
Actually, I don't know.
places.
I don't know how it looks from your end because I only see it from my end. So I don't know how it
Uh,
looks from your end. But Han, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful our conversation for tonight. You're such a beautiful person inside and out, and I hope the entire international community is able to truly see that beauty that resonates from within and exudes from your physical beauty as well. But what's more important is what's in the inside, and on the inside is truly white and pure as a pearl.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for starting this channel, this weekly conversation. I enjoyed it. So I'm definitely going to tune in for your next guests.
Thank you. Well, you know what? One of the reasons why we did it, right? Because we have so much stories to tell the public, right? Aces and queens, and this is our opportunity to reach out to the fans out there who are craving for, more information about aces and queens and what we've been doing. So this is our opportunity to share that, and hopefully more people, get to watch, get to see these conversations, so that they can truly see, how amazing all of you ladies are.
Yay, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Do we know who your next guest is going to be or not
Not
yet?
not yet, because it's Holy Week next week. So
Okay.
in deference to
Oh,
Holy Week, we,
yes.
we won't have an episode next week. But it's definitely gonna be one of our girls from Aces and Queens.
Yay! I'm so excited. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, thank you.
All right, Hannah. Thank you so much, and I will see you in training after the Holy Week. Okay.
Yes, oh my gosh, thank you. Stay safe. Eat your dinner if you haven't yet.
Say goodbye to all
Thank
of our
you.
friends in Japan.
Okay.
You
Oh,
say
goodbye.
you just say thank you. You just say arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
And she's ready. All right. Thank you so much, Hannah, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye bye. Bye.
So that was our guest for tonight. Thank you so much, Binibining Pilipinas, candidate from the wonderful province of Masbate, Hannah Arnold. We see how truly beautiful she was, no? Inside and out. Napakagaling sumagot na. I'm so excited. She's so ready. And I'm so happy and excited for you to have seen the amazing transformation that Miss Hannah Arnold has undergone. So I hope to see you in our future episodes of Conversations with Attorney JV. Again, this is your host, Attorney JV. This is Conversations, where we have conversations with some of pageantry's most prominent personalities. Have a good day, good night.